We want to save the people of Toronto $25 million when it comes to reducing the size of their city council, and we're very, very willing to answer those questions or any questions that the official opposition may have for us today.
So cooler heads prevail at the Ontario legislature as the government backs off a demand for an apology. Good afternoon. 24 hours ago, the heckling and verbal taunts in question period reached a point where the Speaker had to recess the House.
The tone is much more subdued, but still smoldering, is an accusation of racism aimed at the NDP House Leader, longtime MPP Gilles Bisson. CTV's Janice Golding is live at Queen's Park with more on the mood change there. Janice.
Andrea, as you've mentioned, it was a pretty raucous day in the legislature yesterday as the Premier and other Conservative members accused NDP MPP Gilles Bisson of mocking one of the new Tory MPPs.
The Leader of the Opposition and the Premier will come to order.
They say Bisson imitated MPP Khalid Rashid's South Asian accent, the Premier calling it racist. The new MPP, who was asking a question about the Tories' decision to scrap elections for regional chair positions in Peel, York, Niagara and Muskoka, said he himself didn't hear anything because he was speaking at the time. When questioned about the alleged mockery, Bisson himself expressed dismay, saying he's never made any disparaging comments about anybody with regard to their accents. Still, Government House Leader Todd Smith said yesterday that the Tories wouldn't answer any NDP questions in the House today unless and until Rashid got an apology. However, today, as you've mentioned, they reversed that decision, although they still maintain Bisson spoke out of turn.
At the end of the day, we are here for the people of Ontario, and therefore I requested the Premier and the Honourable House Leader, Minister Todd Smith, that we should continue with the question and answer period today. And I really appreciate that they said that's all good, and let's move on and work for the people of Ontario.
I would say that clearly we have very, very respected members that sit directly across from Mr. Bisson who are 100% certain that they heard what they heard. And, you know, sometimes things get said during question period. Everybody enjoys a good heckle. Sometimes people get carried away. And I think in this case, Mr. Bisson made a mistake. I'm not saying that he's a bad man. I think he made a mistake.
Now, to be clear, there is no audio or video that anyone's been able to obtain about this alleged incident. Still, the Conservatives maintain that Khalid Rashid is owed an apology. Reporting live from Queen's Park, I'm Janice Golding. Now back to Andrea.
Thank you, Janice.